Well, I hope you understood the use of backslash n and backslash t. So now we will understand token. So token is a valid set of characters used for writing a statement in Java programming. So we different types of tokens: literals, identifiers, assignments, operators, punctuators, separators, and keywords. So first of all, we will understand what is literals. So literals, it means a constant which value is fixed. We cannot change the value of literals. So like 23 is a constant and it is integer type literals. So literals is also divided into integer, real, character, string, booleans, null. So first of all, integer literals, the whole number either negative or positives. So any number without fractional part is called an integer, like 16, 345, etc. are example of integer. Real literals, real numbers are like with decimal point. Literals are also called a floating point numbers with decimal point 3.42 and 43.678 are example of real literals. Character literals, we have single letters or a digit or any special symbol included in a single quote is known as a character literals. A capital B enclosed in a single quote is called single character literal. Small u, 6, even 6 is a number, but it is also known as character literal because it is enclosed in a single quote. Question marks also, etc. So string literals, a group of letters, a set of group of character included within double quote is known as string literal. Like process, you see process is written in double quote, so this is string literals. And boolean, it shows either true or false value. Null literals is means no value, denote the absence of a value. Okay, so it is used to initialize an object or array. Well, identifiers. So identifiers in Java programming, it can be a class name, a function name, or an object interface. So variables are also identified because they are used to name a data that hold a value in the memory. So these are the identifier. Assignments. Assignments means we assign the value. For example, a equal to 12. So we are assigning integer type data a is a variable equal to 12. 12 is a constant. So this equal to sign is called assignment operator. Okay. So assignment refer to storing a value in a variable. So in a variable, 12 value we are storing, and 12 is integer type value. So same as in a float f is a variable name where 8.36 value we are storing, and this is real literal. Same as double character string, we can assign value in the variable. So these are 12, 8.36 and 3.53 like this. These are the constants and we are storing the value in the variables a, f, d, e, s. So operators, we have in Java programming, we have three types of operators: arithmetical operators, relational operators, and logical operators. So arithmetical operators, plus, minus, divide, multiplication, etc. is given. Relational operators like less than, greater than, and less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, and logical operator and, or, and not. Punctuators are the punctuation signs and use special characters in Java program. Some of punctuators are comma, semicolon, and dots. Separators like comma, brackets, curly braces, square brackets. Keywords are the reserved words which meaning is already defined in the compiler. Data type. We have two type of data type. One is primitive data type and second is non-primitive data type. So integer, numeric primitive data types is integer and float numbers, and non-numeric types characters and booleans, and non-primitive data type class, array, and interface. So first of all we will understand primitive data types. So in the primitive data type, numeric data type, first of all we will understand. The numeric data types are used to declare variable that can store numbers. So integer type, integer data type stores numbers. So first is simple integer b equal to 5, and short integer type, suppose in this you want to write small numbers, then you use before integer short int type. It means you will not give a large number. Int n equal to 345, long integer means long numbers you can enter in the program. Okay. Real type, and the float f equal to 6.32 is a real, means we have less decimal place, but if you want to use more decimal places values you want to take, so you use double. So in the double you see d equal to 0.1254366. So it double will give you more accurate value. That is why we use if we will use more decimal places, then we will use double instead of real type. Next is non-numeric data type, character type. Character type, suppose c equal to x. So this is the single character x because it is enclosed in a single quote that I have told you before, and a set of character enclosed with double quote is termed as a string. So computer is written as equal to computer. Computer is enclosed in double quote. That is why this is a string. And boolean type, true or false, b equal to true, either true or either false. Okay. Declaration versus initialization. So declaration is the term used to declare the type of variable, whereas initialization refer to assign or storing a specific value to the variable. So declaration, int a. So understand, int a variable declaration, and we are assigning value a equal to 5 variable. This is initialization. We are initializing the value of a is 5. Initial value, the first value of a is 5. Okay. So this is the difference. Int a is variable declaration and a equal to 5 is initialization. So default initialization. So in the default initialization, if a variable is not initialized but is used in the program, then the system initializes implicitly with a specific value called default initial value. So here a list of default initial value is given. Suppose we are not initializing value of variable a, then system will generate itself default value a equal to 0 and float f, and we are not giving suppose initial value of f, then system will generate automatically f equal to 0.0 f and d 0.0 d. So these are the default initial values you memorize. If you static and dynamic initialization. Static and dynamic initializations. Static initialization is a way to store value directly to a variable by using assignment operators. It means suppose int a is a variable. Here using assignment operator we enter value 10 directly. Value of a we are writing directly in the program. In the float f equal to 2.45. So at the time of writing program, value of variable we can enter, and that is called static initialization. But dynamic initialization is used at the time of executing result. Value we give at the time of displaying result. Dynamic initialization is a variable at runtime. So suppose a plus b, a, b, c, three variables we have, and c equal to a plus b, then value of a and b it will take at the time of execution. Then we can see the value. So static means in the program we can take the value of variable, and in the dynamic at the runtime. And non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data type is one that is derived from primitive data types, so it is also taken from the primitive data types, and this is called composite data type, like array, class, and interface. These are the primitive data types. So type conversion. Arithmetical expression is defined as a set of variables, constant, and arithmetical operators. So in this expression a plus b into c minus 4, so this is a pure arithmetical expression, because in this a, b, c are variables and 4 is constant, and plus, minus, into are operators, arithmetical operators. So another one, a into b plus c by 2, this is also pure arithmetical expression. So we will understand impure arithmetical expression because we have to work on this. Basically we have two types of conversion, implicit and second is explicit. So in implicit we use higher most data. First like double is the higher most data type. See here, suppose this c equal to a plus b, and a is integer and b is long. The long is a larger data type, so data will come in long. Explicit data type. Explicit is also conversion in which the data type of the result in a mixed mode expression gets converted into a specific type as per user's choice. In the brace we can enter our choice data type, and data we can enter, and this is also called typecasting. Here a plus b into c, it is written, and a is an integer, b is float, and c is character. So this is mixed data type. So we can solve this by this in the bracket we are writing these threes in character, and this becomes character data types. So this is an example of explicit data type. Well, we will study next chapter soon. Thank you.